Hey guys, Justin with Ready Business Systems. I'm on the way to my shop today because I think I made in a previous post that I lost my manager. It turned out, I had a manager of 3 years. I found out that he was doing side work. So, obviously a consequence of being so hands off. It was unfortunate, stressful, and very emotional in different ways. But anyway, I've moved past that. I had an employee that had come recommended to me, who had been working at the company for a year, and he was already doing a lot of managerial stuff. So I quickly transitioned him in a couple weeks to be the new manager, and then I kind of went hands off and kind of went back to where I was. But slowly it's been coming to my attention that the mechanic isn't very good, and he's not necessarily getting things done. And I've been going through my new manager, Zach, to kind of help coach him to get the mechanic where he needs to be. But I think to some extent it's been a failure on my part, clarifying with Zach and training him properly to train the mechanic properly. Also, I think that Zach has there's always learning to be done, and I think that he needs to work on his managerial skills. So as much as I hate to get involved, because I've found from my experience that when I override my manager, and don't get me wrong, I may regret this, but when I override my manager and start getting in the middle, it kind of creates chaos and disorder. So I'm just making an exception to the rule because I think I didn't properly train my manager. I now have a mechanic that isn't properly trained. So the past few afternoons I've been going in to meet him at the shop to kind of clarify my expectations. He's not by nature an organized person, so the garage, to my expectations, is unacceptable and disorderly. And so I am helping him get organized with the expectation that this is the only time that I'm going to help him get organized. And I'm happy to do it, but I'm not going to be his mom. I'm not going to clean up after him. Zach is not going to clean up after him. He's got to get his act together, or he's not going to be here anymore. He has a lot of very good attitude, good work ethic, shows up on time. So we just need to get him on point there, give him some corrective action, so we can get him up to speed and get him organized and get stuff fixed. So one of the things I'm going to show him is the service autopilot, the to-do system, because he hasn't been using that. We have automation set up to schedule work to be done on a regular basis. He hasn't been using it, and the to-dos have been building up. And I told them at first that they can do it however they want, as long as the stuff is getting fixed. But what I'm finding is that stuff is not getting fixed, and certain employees are getting frustrated because their things aren't getting fixed, and they have to keep asking him. So I need to help him get organized. Some people, for me, I know one of my weaknesses. I have a very good strength of organization, which is why it's satisfying to me. It comes naturally. I enjoy doing it. Whereas for our mechanic, I don't think it comes naturally to him. I think it's very hard. But for me, I know that management is not easy for me. It's my weakness. I can do it, but it's hard for me. And everyone has a weakness that they can do. They just need some self-discipline. So I'm going to get him on that page. He needs to comply. It's going to be hard for him, but he needs to keep the garage clean, or he's not going to have a job anymore. And it does unfortunately have to come down to that point. So, excuse me. Anyway, wanted to share that with you guys. Feel free to subscribe or check out the website, readybusinesssystems.com. I will catch you next time.